In the bitter winter of 1939, as the world reeled from the outbreak of World War II, a smaller but no less significant war erupted in the snowy forests of northern Europe. The Winter War, fought between the vast Soviet Union and the small but determined Finnish Republic, would become one of the most fascinating and improbable military conflicts of the 20th century. While the Soviet Union aimed to expand its influence and secure strategic territory, Finland, though outnumbered and outgunned, launched one of the most remarkable resistance campaigns in modern military history. The seeds of the Winter War were sown in August 1939, when Nazi Germany and the Soviet Union signed the Molotov-Ribbentrop Pact, a non-aggression treaty that included secret protocols for the division of Eastern Europe into spheres of influence. Under this agreement, Finland, along with the Baltic states, fell within the Soviet sphere. After invading eastern Poland in September 1939, the Soviet Union turned its attention north. Joseph Stalin, concerned about the vulnerability of Leningrad, only 32 kilometers from the Finnish border, demanded territory from Finland, including parts of the Karelian Isthmus. The Soviets wanted to push the border back for security reasons and sought the right to establish military bases on Finnish soil. On November 30, 1939, following the fabricated shelling of Mainila, an alleged Finnish attack on Soviet territory, Moscow declared war. Hundreds of thousands of Red Army troops crossed into Finland in a massive, multi-front invasion. The world condemned the invasion. The League of Nations expelled the Soviet Union for its act of aggression, but international support for Finland remained mostly symbolic. Despite overwhelming odds, the Finnish military employed highly effective defensive tactics. In particular, they used Modi warfare, a strategy of isolating and encircling enemy units in the forests, cutting supply lines, and destroying them piecemeal. One of the most famous examples of Finnish ingenuity was the Battle of Suomussalmi, where Finnish troops annihilated two Soviet divisions, totaling over 25,000 men, with just 11,000 Finnish soldiers. Soviet tanks and trucks, poorly suited for the snowy wilderness, were easy targets for the mobile Finnish ski troops. A legendary figure emerged in Simo Hauha, a Finnish sniper who reportedly killed over 500 Soviet soldiers, making him the most lethal sniper in history. His skill, patience, and deep understanding of the land became emblematic of Finnish resistance. The Karelian Isthmus, a focal point of the Soviet assault, was fortified by Finland's Mannerheim Line, a system of bunkers and trenches named after Marshal Carl Gustaf Emil Mannerheim, Finland's military commander and national hero. For weeks, Soviet forces hammered the line with artillery and frontal assaults but were repeatedly repulsed. Losses were staggering. By mid-January 1940, Soviet casualties had already surpassed 200,000. Though Finland received moral and humanitarian support from Western powers, little material aid arrived before the war ended. Britain and France had considered sending troops via Norway, but the plan never materialized. In the months following, Finland maintained a delicate neutrality, but growing tensions with the Soviet Union led to further conflict in 1941 when Finland joined Germany in attacking the USSR during the Continuation War, 1941 to 1944.